People in Blue Mountains, Ontario are now searching for 3 llamas who have been missing since Friday. If you've been following this story with us here at Your Morning, Luca, Lewis, and Todd all escaped their pen, and the search is now on in surrounding forests. There's a cowboy who's been involved on horseback. People are looking by foot and by helicopter. Now, there have been a few close encounters, and searchers are certain that they are nearby. Joining us live from Barrie this morning with the very latest on the llama search is Rob Cooper with CTV News. Rob, good morning to you. First of all, what is the very latest on the search for Luca, Lewis, and Todd?
Yeah, thanks very much. Good morning to you as well. So the latest we have is the search is continuing this morning. I actually spoke to the llama's owners last night, Samanthas McKay, telling me that that search will continue today. As you mentioned, it actually started Friday when all 3 of them somehow got out of their pen in the town of Blue Mountains. The search itself has been intense. It's been difficult. You can see with the video you're seeing right now, the terrain is very wet. It's very thick. It's very deep. Even for people on horseback. This is video one of the cowboys involved in the search took himself. This here is Samanthas McKay with one of her llamas. She treats them very much like you or I would treat a pet. So obviously it's been a very difficult few days for Samantha and everyone who's been taking part in this search. To answer your question in short, it's expected to get underway again this morning momentarily.
Okay, so we are looking at video right now of the 3 llamas. Obviously, they have been spotted. People are able to get close to them. And I know the cowboy that was working on this, Jamie Hanley, he had also spotted them as well. The trouble is corralling them, is that right? Is catching them?
Yeah, absolutely, you nailed it. And Jamie said to me the other day when I was interviewing him that, you know, you'd be on his horse and he'd get fairly close to these animals, but the horse got spooked and would slowly move away. So it was a difficult rescue, if you will, to do on horseback. So he was going to try and go on foot. He's expected to go back out today. The video you saw there just a few moments ago, Anne-Marie, was video I took on the 7th side road there. I was actually just driving by covering the story, and the 3 llamas just jumped out. I was just on the side road with a woman by the name of Julie from Feversham, and we were talking, and boom, all 3 of them come out. I have to admit, my heart jumped a little bit. I wasn't certain how aggressive they would be. I've been told they spit, so I didn't know what kind of range they had, but it was certainly an interesting experience having them just pass me like that.
Okay, Rob, tell me more, because you saw them and then you saw them leave. So then what happened?
Well, they're quicker than me. Okay. This just did. They're definitely faster, more agile than I am. Yeah, they were just obviously scared. You could tell they were somewhat familiar with the area where they were. They were just roaming down the road. Here's part of the problem. Samanthas McKay, the owner of the animal, says there are so many people, Anne-Marie, involved in this search that she feels that the animals might be getting spooked with all of the activity. So while she is encouraging people to come out and help this morning if they can, she's asking those volunteers to stay back, stay on the road, be more of a set of eyes and ears and report it if you see them. Try not to approach the animal. She's concerned that it'll spook them and send them even further into that deep brush.
So you've spoken to the owners of the llamas. You know, they're funding, by the way, we should mention a lot of this search themselves, right? You talked about the drones and the helicopters that went up. I know she has some real concerns about the animals being out in the wild. What is she saying and feeling right now?
Well, she's definitely nervous. The animals, she feels, are fine because there are 3 of them. They're not. If there was one and it was on its own, it might be a little bit more dangerous. There are concerns of coyotes, of course, in the area. Samantha says the sooner the better, of course, to get them in. But she feels at this point the animals are probably okay because they are not alone. But certainly there are concerns with coyotes that could be in the area because we know how that could end.
And does she have any idea of like what they're doing, why they're not coming back home?
No, you know, no one really knows it. No one knows how she got out, how the animals got out. Samanthas McKay, again, was there on Friday. She fed her animals, visited them earlier in the day, and then left. And she made sure she locked up the gates and then got a call a few hours later saying somehow they got out. Where they are, what they're doing, I don't know, but hopefully they're at least having some fun.
Well, you know, they also seem like they were having fun at their ranch, given the birthday hat and all of that. They're obviously very well loved. Lots of concern for them. Rob Cooper, I hope you get a chance to get a little closer and maybe bring them home. Thanks for joining us this morning.
I'll try not to get too close. Thanks, Anne-Marie.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.